Hi everybody and welcome back to a sunny Alliance Park here in Lanarkshire in Scotland. Just a few minutes before kick-off, we're just waiting for the teams to come out. Some of the substitutes are now making their way out onto the bench. Hope everybody's having a great morning so far. I know it'll be early in the morning for you guys over in the States, probably just getting up and getting a cup of coffee and whatnot. But hopefully we'll have a good game for you watching today, and the teams are just coming out onto the park just now. Well, welcome to Zach in Pittsburgh there, and Paula as well. You can see there the teams are now just coming out onto the park with Boness in a bright yellow strip. Not one that I'm accustomed to seeing them in, but they're Kurt and Lisa, hi. Hope you guys are doing well. So I can run through the starting lineups, the teams for today. Start with the Caledonian Braves, obviously being the home team and the one that we're interested in. So in goal we've got Bernie White. Across defence we've got Martin MacArthur, Jack McDowell, Dan Martins and Robbie Stewart. Into midfield we have Ryan Murray on the left, Greg Stewart into centre midfield, so a bit of a kind of step back into his original position for Greg, who's been playing so well at centre half. We have John Guthrie and then Cammy Bredner. We then have Cian Spears playing just behind Ross McNeil. On the bench for the Braves today we've got Kyle King, Aidan Clockerty, Christian Gitka, Reg McLaren, Zach Butterworth. It's fantastic to see Zach's name back on the team sheet. Wasn't sure we'd see him again this season. Lewis Allen and Jack McCardle. For Boness, we have Liam Campbell in goal. Across the defence we have Kyle McCauley, Billy Hutchin, Michael Gemmell and Adam Mason. In midfield, Lucas Stenhouse, Kyle Johnson, Ryan Stevenson, Sean Rutherford and Kieran Mitchell up front. You see the game is underway. As I say, Boness in the yellow top and black shorts. They are playing from right to left as we look at it. And the Braves in their blue home kit there. That's Greg Stewart early into action in the centre midfield role that he's going to be picking up today. As I say, a bit of a step back in time for Greg, who's played so well at centre half for the Braves this season, after originally kind of joining as a central midfielder in the past. Ball with Jack McDowell, finds Cian Spears. Lucas Stenhouse now taking on Dan Martins. Dan covering very well there. Not short on pace at the back of the Braves with Dan Martins. He's certainly got plenty of it. He can go toe for toe for most attackers in the Lowland League when it comes to pace. So, a couple of changes from the lineup last midweek there out in Paris. Some players may get a wee rest, some picking up a bit of an injury. Obviously, Ross McNeil bringing us down in the box. Fortunately, a bit heavy off his chest. So with Cammy Bredner now across. Oh, Cian trying to get a touch. Back out with Bredner. Left foot in looking for Ross McNeil. That's Robbie Stewart. Boness trying to clear the ball away. Ryan Murray now, an early ball in, floated up. Cian Spears there, just trying to use his body to roll that defender out the way. He's picked up as a foul. Yeah, as we were saying, obviously the two big things coming out of that game over in Paris. One, the Braves making it to the finals in Italy, but two, that horrific injury suffered by the player from the Serbian team. So obviously we hope him speedy recovery and that he gets back to playing. MacArthur now. Turn Ryan Stevenson there. Mark MacArthur up tussling here with Lucas Stenhouse out on that left hand side for Boness. It's good pressure from Cian Spears there, not giving any time on the ball to Sean Rutherford. Murray now down that left-hand side for the Braves. He's been so consistent throughout the whole season. Oh, it's unlucky. A little bit of a heavy touch. So the sun is shining here in Scotland. It's fantastic. Unfortunately, there is a very cold wind whipping into the gantry. We'll do our best to make sure that doesn't interfere with comms or with the stream. Good morning and welcome to Alec, to Tony, to Nathan, to Mark. Hope everybody's keeping well. I guess as well, I'd be remiss to say, obviously the Owners' Weekend coming up for that final game of the season. Really looking forward to seeing as many people as possible over here for the game against Trinent. It'll be a very difficult game. Obviously, Braves met Trinent earlier in the season. Unfortunately, came away with a defeat from that one. Trinent are never an easy team to play against, so it'll be a tough match to end the season for us. League season, I should say. We're obviously still within the Southern Counties Cup and then the Phoenix Trophy as well. So the boys don't get off that easily and break up for a break. Martin's now looking for Ross McNeil, coming short. Greg Stewart. Both teams coming into this game, maybe not in the greatest of form, certainly not in the league. Bowness coming through to Alliance Park after a game against Cowdenbeath earlier in the week, which they lost 5-0. And obviously the Braves coming in off a win in the Phoenix Trophy, but in terms of league form, having had a draw with Celtic B and a loss to Civil Service as the most recent league games. That's a ball across the box now, looking at the back post. Martin MacArthur deals with that. Oh, bit of a fresher swing by Cammy Redner. Plenty of time in midfield there for Michael Gemmell. A long range effort there from Sean Rutherford, comfortably dealt with Bernie. Bernie back in goal. He did start the game in Paris. He went off at half time. I know that's just a little protective thing with Bernie. He has been nursing an injury. He's looking for Ross McNeil. It's good pressure from Ross there, forcing Billy Hutchinson to play that ball out for a throw-in. Any news on summer friendlies? Question from Jim. No, not at the moment, Jim. We've still got quite a few competitive games. Hopefully, we'll make it towards the latter stages of the Southern Cup final. Oh, and that's just over the bar. That came off of a Bowness player. Yeah, hopefully we get to the latter stages of the Southern Counties Cup, so that will take us through May, and we have the Phoenix Trophy coming up as well. So I don't think there's been too much look at friendlies just yet. Hi to Robert and to Bill as well. Bill, very happy that you're enjoying being part of the ownership community. So that's fantastic news. We see Cammy Bredner here with a left-footed cross in. That's been flicked on. Dan Martin's at back post. Ross McNeil. Shout from handball from Ross there. Open to. It's out of play now for. What is the ref going to give? I think he's giving it as a corner. Looks like it. Cammy Bredner's going to go across for that one. See Dan Martins, Greg Stewart, and Jack Medill there at that back post, causing all sorts of problems. Plenty of willingness to attack the ball from those three. Good bit of height with Robbie Stewart as well there on that front post. It's floated across towards the back post. Of course, I'm sure everybody can remember Greg Stewart's header against East Kilbride away. Oh, and that's a fantastic goal by Keane Spears. Outside of the right foot. Lovely start to the game. 7 minutes in. Keane Spears finding himself in the right place there as that loose ball bounced up to him. Lovely strike, kept his knee over it. kept it down. Michael, any possibility the Braves would do a pre-season tour in the US? Oh, that's definitely one for Chris. we can maybe somebody can ask him that at the owners' weekend when they do the Q&A session. So Braves now 1-0 up. Cian Spears getting on the score sheet, which is good to see. Cian's been working hard all season. Maybe not. I'm sure he's not had the kind of minutes that he would have liked to have had, but he's always put in a shift. And balls forward now, a little bit of indecision from Boness goalkeeper. Oh, John Guthrie. Robbie Stewart bundled down off the ball there, but Ryan Murray's still going. He's tried to cut that across. Oh, just behind where Ross McNeil was. This is some very positive start from the Braves here. The game against Celtic B, we came away with a draw, but on another day we could have won that game, sort of 2-1, 3-1. There was some good chances. Unfortunately, finishing just not quite there. Hopefully, maybe see that change today. A nice start to these last 3 league games of the season. It's another good ball in. Dan Martins this time. Oh, it's cleared off the line. Cian Spears looking to pressurise there. Lucas Stenhouse, and he's managed to get a throw in for the Braves. Dan Martins now. So Robbie Stewart, that outlet, as he often is for the Braves centre defenders. I find it a bit unsettling seeing Greg playing in midfield these days, given how much time he's spent in the centre half position. As he's no stranger to that central midfield role. And as I say, when we last met Boness, it was start of November there last year. It was Greg himself that popped up in about 86th, 87th minute, I think, for a 2-1 winner. Should be interested for folk tuning in the stream. Now we are coming to the closing bits of the Lowland League season itself. I'd love to hear what people's kind of highlights have been throughout the season. If there's anything in particular that jumps out to you, something that you're, a particularly fond moment from out the season, it'd be really good to hear. There's a few different ones for me. One of them being the game down in Berwick upon Tweed. I'd never been down to this Berwick Rangers before, and I had a friend who was overstaying, and we had a lovely summer's drive down the east coast of Scotland. It was a lovely day, and obviously the Braves coming away with a really good win down there as well. I'm hoping this wind isn't coming through in the audio too much. It's picking up pace, unfortunately. Yeah, Bredner now looking towards that back post where Ross McNeil had pulled out. Sure. Have another Cammy Bredner corner coming in here. All right, if we're looking to put this right in on top of Liam Campbell again, with McDowell, Martins and Stewart running right in towards him. Back post area, it's up. Oh, and Jack McDowell was in there challenging, but then that's gone straight out of play. Oh, Hunter's feeling a wee bit rough this morning. An extended happy hour, was it? Well, Hunter, you've possibly missed the opening goal. Don't know when it was you tuned in. Hopefully you're feeling a bit better and a couple of cups of coffee down you. So in case you are just tuning in, Braves are 1-0 up. An early Cian Spears goal to get us off and running on this lovely sunny day here in North Lanarkshire. Paul's now out for a throw into the Braves. I think if it had been on the other side, we might have been looking at Ryan Murray trying to get the ball into the box because the wind is blowing across the pitch in that direction. But as it is, he's shorter throw by Robbie Stewart. Cian Spears getting on the ball quite a bit. He's opening 10. Where we are? Yeah, opening 10, 12 minutes. Cian's been certainly putting in the work rate, and he's got his rewards for that goal earlier on. I must admit, management, Ricky and the team threw me a bit of a curveball when I saw the team sheet today. I thought we were going to 3 at the back with Greg, Dan, and Big Jack McDowell. I'm not used to seeing Greg as a centre half, but yeah, no, we're still with the flat back 4. Greg moving into that holding midfield role, replacing Christian Gitka today. Yeah, the wind can definitely play a part with the crosses coming in today. It is gusting quite a wee bit, Sean. You're absolutely right. Oh, we go. Lucas Stenhouse there feeding the ball in. Good early shout from Bernie White there, making sure all the defenders knew he was coming out to claim that. Yeah, one of Bernie's many strengths here. He's an excellent communicator from that goal line. Bonas now trying to play that ball. Oh. Ryan, you see his eyes lighting up there for a second. Ryan Murray. Robbie Stewart now. Oh, that's a late foot there in on Ryan Murray. He's taking that one in the thigh, I think. Might be the midriff. Or it might be somewhere even less comfortable than that. I think it might be in the thigh. Ball back now with Liam Campbell for Bowness. Clearance by Robbie Stewart. Oh, Jack McDowell coming out from the centre of defence. Oh, almost a double drag back in the midfield by Big Jack there. Damage just trying to lift over there. The right back, lift over Billy Hutchison for Ryan Murray. It's maybe not the ideal ball Ryan would be looking for. We've spoken in the past about Ryan. Tremendous use of the ball, good passer. Maybe not blessed with the out-and-out pace that you would get from the likes of Cammy Bredner out there or Zach Butterworth. So ball over the top, so maybe not what he was looking for. Ryan not moving completely. Ryan Murray not moving completely freely after that late challenge. We'll just keep an eye on how that pans out. I've got Lucas Stenhouse down on the left-hand side here. Throw it into Bowness. Ciara McCauley here taking it. Fed right back to Lewis Campbell and goal. Guthrie back to McDowell. And Jack just taking his time. That early goal means that Braves don't need to be chasing the game too much. They can take the time, look to build play up. The referee just having a word with the Bowness player there, Michael Gemmell. This is definitely within Cammy's range. Cammy Bredner here. He is, I would imagine, going to fancy an effort on goal with that left foot of his. We've seen him score some spectacular ones this season and last season. The highlight I was talking about down in And Berwick, Cammy scored an absolutely lovely goal from range with his left foot down in Berwick upon Tweed earlier in the season. Sizing this one up. Cammy Brednar for the Braves. Fortunately hits the wall. Offside call on Braves. That's it. Hi, Jen. You see you've joined in the chat. I'm in a weird position here in the gantry. I don't know if Adam's the same, but my legs are nice and warm because the sun is coming in and my top half is frozen and the wind is whipping into it. Got Lucas Stenhouse down here. That ball's just gone out of play for a throw into the Braves. Lucas Stenhouse in these early work, number 7 there for Bo'ness, certainly looking to be somebody who they're looking to try and get the ball to as early as possible. Actually feel they've got an opportunity with him. It looks like he could be a bit of a tricky left winger, bit of pace about him, direct running. Ball now with Dan Martins. Brednar out to McDowell. Robbie Stewart started that run down the left hand side. Oh, it's just a fraction too long for him. It was good intent there from both Robbie and Jack McDowell. So aside from that early few minutes, not too much goalmouth action from either team. Obviously the moment that counted there, Cian Spears putting that ball in, or about the 7th minute, give the Braves that 1-0 lead. Slice clearance from Dan Martins there. It's picked up in midfield from Bo'ness. Again, that very early try to get that ball out to Lucas Stenhouse here on that left-hand side. Quite similar as to what we saw from Celtic B actually, where they try to stretch the game, stretch the Braves backline as much as possible. I would say though, from a Bo'ness point of view, they're not sending their wingers as wide as Celtic do, so it is given the Braves backline that chance to be a little bit more compact. Good to see Bernie back in goal today as well. Having gone off at half-time, I think it might have just been a precautionary thing. Brednar up challenging for the ball. John Guthrie lifting that in. Unfortunately, no one in towards that back post. It's unlucky. Yeah, Brian, you're absolutely right. The promotion chase is gone now. In fact, I think East Kilbride officially clinched the league. So now the Braves are pushing for second place. We're about 3 points behind Celtic B at this point in time with 3 games remaining. Obviously looking to finish as high as we possibly can this season. We do still have the Southern Counties Cup to play for, so that's a cup that the Braves have won the last 2 years. It'd be excellent to see a three-peat if at all possible. I know there's a game against Newton Stewart coming up soon. Newton Stewart, we played them in the final last year actually. Came out comfortable, it was 5-6-1 winners. Oh, Brednar. Oh, is that going to fall for Ross? Oh, Ross McNeil putting pressure on the back line of Bo'ness, forcing them into a clearance. That'll be out for a throw-in to the Braves. Take layers is up. Kath, you're absolutely right. Take layers. Any time in Scotland, doesn't matter when you come. If you come in the height of summer, bring layers, because you're probably not gonna get to lunchtime with the same weather as you had in the morning, and you're not gonna make it to through the afternoon without seeing a few other It's picked up by Kieran McCauley now. Again, looking to get it to Lucas Stenhouse. He's managed to get his way past Dan Martins there. Oh, sorry. A couple of the Bonus players looking to get that brought back by the referee for that check by Dan Martins on Lucas Stenhouse. Certainly the go-to player in this early stages of first half for Bonus. Oh, it's a heavy touch from Ryan Murray. Stenhouse for Bonus picks it up. Down here with McCauley. John Guthrie called for just going through the back of Michael Gamble there, trying to win that ball. It was never there to be won. It was a in the semi-finals. Are we playing at FC Oslo? I don't think the draws officially kind of came out yet. Certainly in terms of the teams, I know we're looking at Avro FC and FC United of Manchester as being another two from Britain that have made it into the Final Four. I can't off the top of my head remember who the other one is. But yeah, hopefully we'll see some communications from the Phoenix Trophy guys in the not too distant future. That's Cammy Brenner trying to put that ball in. Keane trying to get across his man at the front post. Clash between Dan Martins and Ryan Chavon there. Yes, absolutely, Hunter. The Southern Counties Cup is a kind of regional Scottish Cup that Braves are part of. I think it originates from the time when we're based down in Annan, down more in the south of Scotland. Oh. Ross McNeil using his body there to try it through, but he's been called for offside. There's a solid connection there from between Adam Mason and Ross McNeil there. I think he's maybe had the wind knocked out of him. Yeah, I think he might just be struggling for wind. Yes, Brian, in terms of the Phoenix, I think there is one more game to play. Just a wee break in the play at the moment. As I say, I think Adam Mason it was just him and Ross McNeil collide in there, and he's had the wind knocked out of him, so just trying to get a bit of air back in his lungs. I'm sure there's lots of people have certainly had that happen to me a few times on the football pitch. It just takes a wee second just to get the breath back. He'll be all right though. He'll be able to play on. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Oh, the wind picking up again. Get hold of my notes here. Certainly a far cry from the Celtic B game that we were able to bring you last weekend there in the Excelsior Stadium down in Airdrie. Lovely. High up in the stands in a little box. Managed to shelter ourselves from the worst of the elements. Picked up by Ryan Murray. Yeah, Ryan. Keane Spears inside. Oh, back towards Ryan. Ref. Assistant has called Ryan offside. It's a very quick start to the game. It's slowed down in its pace a little bit. I think both teams kind of settled into it now. Certainly Boness look like they've settled into a kind of more 4-3-3 formation. The two wingers playing very high up, very close to Ryan Chavon. You got Kieran Mitchell out on that right hand side, and as I say, the man that I've looked to go to quite often, Lucas Stenhouse out here on the left. Gemmell to Macaulay, out to Stenhouse. Expect play by John Guthrie, finding Cian Spears in the midfield. That's gone the wrong side for. See what Cian was trying to do. Just that ball in between the two defenders. Unfortunately, Ross went the other side. That's in. Oh, Dan Martin's there. This came off Dan and safely into Bernie's hands. But first little bit of cause for concern for the back line of the Braves. Lovely touch by Cammy Brednar. He's looking for that one over the top to Ross McNeil again. Good to see Ross running these channels. Certainly against Civil Service and Albion Rovers. The ball was just getting hit long and high up to Ross, and he was trying to do his best to fight for it. Now he's back to goal, but he's certainly today managing to get those runs off the shoulder of the defender. Michael Gemmell down here for Bonas. Yeah, as Kath's pointing out there, yeah, the way that the kind of promotion relegation from Scottish League football is a little bit different. The establishment of the Lowland and the Highland leagues and the kind of opportunity for promotion is still relatively new in Scotland. For years, the league was a closed shop, and below that you had what was called junior football at the time. Just roll through the goalkeeper. Yeah, so below league football, yeah, junior football at the time, and then they managed to get an opportunity for promotion relegation from the SFFL, and that's done via a playoff system. So the winners of the Lowland League, Highland League meet each other in a two-legged playoff. The winner of that game gets the opportunity to go on and play again a two-legged playoff against the club that finished bottom of League 2 in Scotland, to see who then gets either an opportunity to get promoted, or if the League 2 club manages to stay in the league, as they did last season when Stranraer played East Kilbride. Stranraer coming out on top there and maintaining their position in the league in Scotland. Mitchell now out on that left-hand side. The game is started to kind of slow down, take a bit more shape to it. Greg Stewart battling there with Michael Gemmell. Stewart coming out on top. Our referees came. Judged that foul on Greg Stewart. Disagreement. Got to see an early substitution here for Bonas. I don't think Michael Gemmell is going to be able to continue. He's down holding his right hip, so I think he's picked up an injury. That means he's had to go off. Coming on for Bonas is number 15, which is, just bear with me, I'm just looking through my notes, do apologise. Keir Foster. Out with Cian Spears. Left-hand side for the Braves. Oh, it's a solid challenge there on John Guthrie. It's broke back to Guthrie now, and Robbie Stewart. So they feed Ross McNeil in the box. Ross trying to turn. And McNeil penalised there. Looked like quite a soft call from the referee. Didn't look too much into that from here. Yeah, Lisa, absolutely. So maybe not on the horizon for this season, but that is absolutely the long-term aim. Try and get ourselves into that playoff position by winning the Lowland League. It's been such an excellent season this year for the Braves as it is. If you compare it to last season, I think we finished league, if memory serves, around about 12th. And now we're up trying to challenge for that second spot with what is predominantly the same playing squad. The lads have just been together for that extra bit of time and working with the coaching staff. And the additional one or two bodies like Ryan Murray, who's playing just now, and obviously Reg McLaren, Conor McLaren. And that's safely through at Bernie. Bernie trying to find an option, and Ross just had to check back to keep himself onside, but he's looking for it. Can he get a touch? Go on, Ross, get his body in there as we know he can. He certainly has. That's unfortunately going to roll right out of play. It's a lovely early ball through from Bernie there. You can see Ross just making sure he was onside. Had to check his run once. Greg Stewart there, patrolling that midfield area today. Yeah, Christian is on the bench. Maybe just a chance to rest his legs a little bit. Yeah, absolutely, Kath. This season has been such a season. I mean, that start, like, what was it, 15 games undefeated, and sitting at the top of the table for such a length of time, and having not dropped out of that kind of top 4 or 5 position all season is real testament to the coaching staff and to the players. As I say, we taken it last season into account, and so kind of very sort of mid-table season. It's the progression has been fantastic to watch, so it's all good signs for the future. Oh, lovely touch by Cian. Cian Spears now. Yeah. A shot from distance. I was leaning back. I was always going to rise over the bar. His body shape there. Just leaning back, his knee under where the ball was going. Ball back now with Spears. McDowell. He's looking for Robbie Stewart. It's Ryan Murray first. Still makes its way out to Robbie Stewart on that left hand side. Robbie knocks it past one. Lovely ball across, and Ross McNeil taps it in. Made by Robbie Stewart out on that left hand side. Lovely ball in. And Ross there, as he is, poacher, just nudges that ball over the line. Lovely goal from the Braves. Nice bit of play from Robbie Stewart, just managing to knock it past his defender, got round him, and that ball right in that danger area. The goalkeeper didn't know if he could come for it, the defenders didn't want to put a touch on it, and Ross McNeil, his experience, just coming in at the back post. I'm sure Ross knows this, but that puts him back level with Daniel Cummings at the top of the Lowland League scoring charts on 20 goals. I know Ross does. I believe keep an eye on his goals for another stellar season from the Braves number 9. Oh, and he spun his defender again. Oh, he's lifted over one. He was brought down, ref. How is that not a foul? No. And Bonessa again, trying to get this ball down the left-hand side. There's Ryan Stevenson and Lucas Stenhouse. Dan Martin's now. Yeah. Greg Stewart. It's a ball forward. I think that. Young Adam Mason there losing sight of the ball in the sunshine. He's given. Referee has given a goal kick. Cammy Brennan feeling that he was unceremoniously dumped off the ball. It's lovely to see the Braves 2-0 up in the sunshine here in Alliance Park. Early goal from Cian Spears, and then that poacher's finish from Ross McNeil there, tapping in from about a yard out. Oh, that's a lovely bit of play there by Ryan Murray. Cian Spears looking for that early ball into Ross McNeil. Again, Cian's over there putting pressure on. So one thing you certainly get from Cian is you get that non-stop work. Stevenson for Bowness. Dan Martins and Ryan Siobhan constantly tussling with each other on these balls of forward. I was saying earlier, there's, when it comes to athleticism and all-round pace and strength, Dan is certainly up there. There's no too many attackers that are going to get the better of him in those sort of situations. That's just over Cian's head. That was unlucky. Hi, Clint. Glad you can tune in from Texas. The score for the second goal? Yeah, Danny, absolutely. It was Ross McNeil. Bowness just trying to get some possession in the Braves half. It's not really sticking for them as yet. Oh, can Cammy gets toe on that? Oh, he has, but a good challenge by Martin MacArthur there. So Macaulay trying to feed that in. Siobhan, he gets out to Stenhouse. Stenhouse, he's looking for Siobhan. He's going through, and that's comfortably down. Going wide, but Bernie collecting that anyway. It's probably one of the nicer bits of play from Bowness so far. Again, coming down this left-hand side, this time with Siobhan and Stenhouse heavily involved. Just, again, goes to show you can't fall asleep. So the Braves back line is having to stay alert. Ryan, looks like Dan Martins and Jack are going forward. So it looks like Ryan Murray's going to look to try and load this one into the box. Wind up from Ryan Murray, and then it goes. Jack Medill with a flick on. Is Ross going to get onto that? Oh, he's challenging the keeper, but yeah, goalkeepers came out with that. Nice flick on by Jack Medill there in the near post. Going long this time again. Dan Martin's there to meet that strongly. Ryan Murray bringing the ball down. You see that from Ryan. His first thought is always to try and get control of that ball, try and make that pass. That's a nice ball from Jack Medill. This came across but blocked, and it's just going to be kept in. Again, a good run down that left-hand side from Robbie Stewart from the left-back position. Stenhouse. Oh, nice, fell over. As he would say, beat himself there. John Guthrie there, touch round the corner. Martin MacArthur. Brednar, lovely reverse pass, Cammy Brednar. Cian Spears now got a bit of time, space. Looking to commit his man, he does, he's through. He's tried to lift her over the goalkeeper. And Ross McNeil screaming for that ball just to be laid to the penalty spot for him. I'm sure Ross was, so his eyes lighting up there as he thought that ball was going to get just rolled into him, but having beat the man, Keane thought he'd have the shot himself. Okay, nice. Keane very strong on the ball there, lovely. Ryan Murray now. And Braves just being nice and patient, no need to rush it, 2-0 up. Just looking to play intelligent football. Stenhouse for Bowness. Certainly looking to try and turn and run Ryan. Mark MacArthur whenever he gets a chance. Ball was out of place, up a throw into the Braves. Where are we now? About 44th minute, just so coming up towards the end of that. We have had a couple of stoppages, so there might be a minute or two of extra time. Just one or two knocks. The Braves so far quite comfortable this first half. 2-0 leads. Not too much in the way of concern for Bernie. It's a shot from Ryan Chavone that was going wide, but apart from that, it's been pretty comfortable with the Braves goalkeeper. Keane Spears finding himself out there on the left-hand side, fighting for the ball. He has certainly been all over that kind of front line, Keane, so far this half. Instrumental, obviously. Got the first goal and has caused a bit of havoc for the Bowness back line every time he's had the ball, had the chance to run at them. It's Keir Foster now. Back to Mason. That's a loose ball though. It's picked up by Ross McNeil in the midfield. He's looking to find Cammy Brenner. Cammy will have the pace to get there. Yeah, he's right. He's taking it on his right foot. There we go. That's the half-time whistle from the referee. Not really anything in the way of stoppage time. That's a 2-0 half-time lead for the Braves. They look pretty comfortable so far. Some nice interplay from the Braves with Keane Spears being quite a fundamental, lovely bit of play by Robbie Stewart to set up that second goal as well. So there's an opportunity to go away, get yourselves a cup of coffee, maybe a bite of something to eat, and we'll see you again in about 15 minutes. Thank you very much. Up front, we have Ross McNeil and Keane Spears playing just off of Ross. The game's back underway. Cammy Brenner, they're trying to feed the ball through to John Guthrie. Ryan Chavone now for Bowness. Yeah, it was a late challenge on Greg Stewart. I think the Bowness striker's injured himself in the process. He was certainly late in reaching in there on Greg Stewart. Can I just ask if somebody could pop in the chat whether they can still hear the audio and they can still see the stream okay? No. So if people can still hear the audio, we're having one or two wee technical issues. We'll be back with you as soon as possible.
Facebook's went down.
What's up?
I think Facebook's went down.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just because it's connected, but it's just not going to Facebook.
Hi folks, apologies, we're having some issues with the stream and Facebook just not willing to play ball at this point in time. If you have the ability just to let people know who we're trying to get onto the stream, that would be great. At this point we're not really missed anything. Ball has mostly been out of play, if I'm perfectly honest, since the start of the second half. So we'll try and do this through the Discord chat just now. Adam's working, trying to get the Facebook stuff back up and running, but it might not be an issue our end, it could be a wider Facebook issue. Long ball forward from Bernie White, picked up by Ross McNeil. Back into the centre midfield for Greg Short. Spears tussling there with his one centre half. So much without the ball working out through midfield. That's just taking the time up on now, recycling it back to the defensive line. He's quite happy to let them have the ball in their own half. Nice now, try more forward down his right hand side. Stenhouse now. Switch wings, he's out on his right hand side. Good actually, we're trying to see if he can get any change out of Robbie Stewart instead of playing against Martin McArthur like he did in the first half.
Lucas, come on, Lucas! Kyle!
Just they're going to take the sting out of the game. Comfortable in that 2-0 lead at this point in time. Oh, now with Dan Martins. Ryan Schiavone marks the ball from the shot from distance. Just comfortably down to Bernie's left hand side. But again, maybe just a wee bit of lax play there by Dan Martins. Trying to take one too many touches, the ball taken off of him. lifted high into the box. Barney is out there to take that away from the head of a bonus ball. Hopefully the wind isn't interfering too much, and you can't hear me, it's quite windy up here. The comms, we've got the excellent anti-kind of wind stuff on the mic, so this is just going through my phone, so hope for the best. Right hand side, Dan Marks just.
We might be live.
And we're back on Facebook. So yeah, just to let you know that if you're listening just now, if you pop back onto Facebook, we'll be live. And if you're listening to on Facebook, apologies, you can hear me try to do two different commentaries because I had opened the Discord chat. I'll just hang up on that one. Apologies for that. We had some issues where we had just lost complete connection to Facebook and we couldn't get it back. But Adam has worked his magic and we're now back on. No real goalmouth action since you're away. You've not really lost out on too much action. Nearest thing that came to it was a long shot by Boness, which Barney saved very comfortably down to his left-hand side. Apart from that, it's been the Braves just trying to take this thing out of the game, being that 2-0 up. Good pressure by Ryan Murray there, trying not to give Boness any time. That's a heavy touch from Ryan Chavone there. Early throw in by Murray to Ross McNeil. He's got a turn, he's got a shot, and that's comfortably into the mid-drift of Liam Campbell there in the Boness goal. Quick turn and shot from Ross McNeil, but I don't think he struck it quite as cleanly as he would have liked. And Boness now trying to play out from the back. That's quite a risky situation at 2-0 down, but it is the way that a lot of teams want to play now. Good pressure from Greg Stewart. Boness trying to work for the third tier. So one of the things that has changed from the first half from a Boness point of view is Lucas Stenhouse has came out here onto this right-hand side. As Cammy Brenner runs out, gets the ball in, picked up by Ryan Murray. Ryan checks inside on his right foot. Oh, and he was trying to put that one into that far top corner. I was unlucky. Again, I think that was another one of those situations. If that had been on his left foot, that would have been nestling into the top corner. That slightly weaker right foot, he just didn't get the bend on it. Be interesting to see if Boness again try and play out from the back, as it's quite a hairy moment for them there a wee minute ago when they tried to do so. Nah, it's looking like the ball's going to go long from. Well won by Jack McDowell. Moving through the midfield with Kyle Johnson. He's got a William runner out on the left-hand side. There's a little bit behind him. Early ball in. That should be... Oh, the wind may be helping that one there. That came very... Bernie leaving it just at the last second. Go over for a goal kick. Barney just taking his time with the goal kick. Again. Oh, Ross is getting penalised for that. Yeah. Referee feeling, a yellow card. That seems a bit... Ross getting penalised for his arms being a bit high. Catching the young lad in the around about the jaw throat area. Just as he was trying to hold him off. Young Billy Hutchinson there. I think he's all right though. He looks fine. So part of the game that Ross has added, he's added to it. That kind of back to goal and try to use his body as much as he can to hold off defenders. The Lowland League, there's a lot of big physical defenders. There's a shot and a goal for Bowness, 2-1. It's a lifeline for Bowness as we move into this sort of 58th minute. So a bit of a wake-up call for the Braves. Kieran Mitchell there trying to run Greg Stewart. And Greg just nudging him a little bit in the back there. Bredner now looking to get that out to MacArthur. MacArthur with a lot of ground in front of him, but he's went infield to Greg Stewart. Greg Stewart, and that's just over him. But I think that was maybe an attempted shot by Cammy Bredner that found Ross McNeil in an offside position. It's a heavy touch there from Bowness centre half. I'll be up for a throw into the Braves. They just need to get themselves back into this game. So now just one goal in it, 2-1 there. So to give them credit, some good work down the right hand side from Bowness. That cut back across the box. A nice finish. Attacker just opening his body up and placing that into Bernie's far left hand post. Greg Stewart now. Bowness certainly quicker into the tackle to start of the second half. Greg Stewart, as he bring the ball through midfield, took 3 of them, but they eventually brought him down. And Lucas Stenhouse, I think, is going to get a yellow card for that challenge. He certainly did. So there's an opportunity here for Cammy Bredner to get this ball into the box. And quite a nice angle as well, just to try and again drop that in. That kind of space in between the penalty spot, 6-yard box. Try and keep it as flat as possible so the goalkeeper can't come for it. And now he's got it. Back post. He's called offside. Jack McDowell whistled for offside there, coming in at the back post, but it's a nice ball in for Cammy. You can see with the trajectory and the pace on it, the goalkeeper wasn't comfortable coming out to get it. It's exactly the kind of space you want to be putting those in. That'll be a throw into the Braves. So that is a very good question. Who scored for the away team? Apologies, but I did not actually see the number, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm getting a finger wagging from Adam, but yeah, no, apologies. I'm terribly sorry. The angle that he turned his body to put that in, I did not see the number. So possibly somebody, if somebody can tell me the number, I can certainly tell you who the player was.
there. You're standing in the line in the court. Just keep it up, feet.
Jason, yeah, number 11, thank you. So number 11, that was Kieran Mitchell, who scored for Boness. Jason, why is it not on YouTube? So the reason it's not on YouTube is that we have to use Facebook because we can use geo-blockers. It is illegal in the UK to live stream any football at 3 p.m. on a Saturday. I'll not go into the whole thing about the laws and stuff, but if you're aware of Welcome to Wrexham, there's an episode where they dedicate a good bit of time to it because it is a UK national law. So we can't stream on Facebook on a Saturday, can't stream on YouTube on a Saturday afternoon, but we can use Facebook. Just break away. It's Boness now, try to come in. Dan Martin's across to shepherd that out. Facebook allows us to ensure that nobody in the UK can be watching this. It keeps us in line with that law from, I think it was around about the 1960s when TV started to come into football and owners of football clubs got very anxious that it was going to mean that they'd lose money because people wouldn't come to the games. So it's been on the statute books for some time in the UK. But that's why. That's Ryan Murray trying to get the ball across. It's well cleared by Boness though. Got Mark MacArthur for the throw-in. Cammy Brednar. Ball try to run at the heart of the defence. Boness have came away with that. Certainly something that they're doing a lot more in the second half. Dan Martins and Ryan Chavon again battling all the way for that. That was very much a feature of the first half as well, and the brave centre half coming out on top of this tussle once again. But it's very much been an ongoing battle between the Boness centre forward and brave centre half. Nice little touch on there by Keane Spears. Ross just couldn't get the other side of the defence. Mark MacArthur just looking to feed that into Greg Stewart. Greg using his strength and his body there, looking for a penalty. That's given as a goal kick to Boness. Certainly the Boness fans that are down to our left hand side there are certainly not convinced that should be a penalty, voicing their displeasure. Can you give a shout? Absolutely, we can do. Brody Ridgway, number 32 for North Iowa. Fantastic to know that you're listening, and hope you're enjoying the game. Oh, lovely bit of play by Cammy Brednar there. Ross McNeil on the shoulder of that last defender. Managed to get hooked away. Lucas Stenhouse there, just misjudging that ball. Ryan Murray now. Keane Spears down this left-hand side. Just looking to feed it into Ryan Murray. Close. Oh, and Ryan tried to get that ball back across, but the goalkeeper was out. And a double deflection means it goes out for a goal kick to Boness. Nice bit of interplay down the Braves' left-hand side there. Nice. Kath there with a quick question about the Trinette match at the end of the season. So we think roughly around 55 owners and some bringing their family. So it'll be a very nice turnout coming over for that and the other activities over that weekend, I would hope. Mark MacArthur out there tussling with Louis Kennedy for Bowness. There you got Kieran Mitchell, who's Kier Foster there battling away for Bowness. The Braves managed to get a throw in from that. So there you go, from somebody who definitely knows Jen coming in there, 54. So it'll be fantastic to see so many people coming over. John Guthrie just trying to clear that ball out. Certainly so far I would suggest that Bowness have had the better of the second half. Came out with renewed confidence. Oh, lovely ball in. It's cleared by Dan Martins. Came out with a bit of renewed confidence. Been a lot sharper into the challenge, a lot sharper with their passing than they were in the first half. Possibly see a wee bit of activity from the Brave substitute bench fairly soon. See one or two players getting called back. Here comes a long throw in from Bowness. Well cleared by Greg Stewart. So it's Adam Mason out there for Bowness. Seems to be their version of Ryan Murray, possesses that long throw. Maybe looking to feed this one in again. It Braves a bit superior height in there. Dan Martins in the near post clears out for a corner to Bowness. But certainly would hope with the likes of Dan Martins and Jack McDowell and Greg Stewart, the height advantage in there should help the Braves. These long throws coming in. Yeah. Right footed corner swinging in towards Bernie. This, if it's up too high up in the air, this gusty wind might pick it. It's swooping in and Bernie claims that comfortably. Kept his eye on the ball all the way. Early throw, look at a release. Keane, he spun his man perfectly. Keane Spears just now trying to feed Ryan Murray. Bowness defenders got back. And that's dealt with. Stenhouse now. Ball forward for Siobhan Chase. Bowness striker drop short looking for the ball to feet. Guthrie to Stewart. Ross McNeil trying to just turn that over the top. I think Greg Stewart's going to go into the referee's book here. He certainly is. And we do indeed have some motion from the Brave substitutes bench. Reg McLaren about to come on, and Keane Spears is coming off. Great to see Reg coming back after that wee injury. And a tremendous effort from Keane Spears today, getting his goal, but also just non-stop work rate. He was involved in a lot of stuff and was a constant threat in that first half for the Braves. Yeah, hopefully we'll certainly see more owners' weekends as we move forward. And it's a huge commitment for you guys from around the world to get over here. It's still crazy that you're able to do so. So yeah, that's Reg straight into the action. Good. Look at Stenhouse chasing down, and Robbie Shirt's just going to shadow that out. Ryan Murray now. Look at that feed, Reg McLaren down this left-hand side. And that'll be a throw-in for Bowness. Came off Reg last. But already Reg with that non-stop movement, non-stop harassing. We've seen so much this season, either playing just off Ross McNeil or leading the line himself. Met by Jack McDowell. Ross McNeil again, just try to hold off his defender. Reg causing havoc. Oh! It's an interesting choice from young Adam Mason there, going down to head that back to his goalkeeper. But just to remind everybody, this is the first of 3 really important league games for the Braves. Promotion might, a chance at the playoffs and the title. Oh, should break off a Stenhouse there, running right at the heart of the Braves' defence. That's a long ball forward from Dan Martins. Big 3 games. Apologies. It's basically a chance to finish as high as possible, and we're still in contention for that second place. The boys will be doing everything they can. The coach and staff will be doing everything they can to make sure we try and finish as high in the table as we possibly can. And obviously we still have an ongoing commitment with the Southern Counties Cup. Reg McLaren now with the ball at his feet down this left-hand side. Just waiting for some support coming through. And you get that ball into the corner flag, and he's just trying to win a free. Yep, out for a throw-in. Still in contention for the Southern Counties Cup, and we also have the Phoenix Trophy as well, so plenty to play for over the coming weeks. And the last game of the season against Trinent, obviously being the owners' weekend. Be a very difficult game. Trinent are a good team. I said it earlier in commentary, Braves having lost that first match against Trinent, as that goes in for Jack McDowell. That's cleared away from Boness. So I'm sure that nobody's taking anything for granted in these last few games and pushing as much as possible. Has been a tremendous season for the Braves though this year. Mark MacArthur, just like if he jumped Guthrie, but it's picked up by Boness. They're looking to find Lucas Stenhouse out here on this right hand side. At number 7, he's late and cynical on Robbie Stewart there. That'll be a throw in for Mark MacArthur to take. Camry Brenner there. He's managed to win another throw in for the Braves. John Guthrie feeding on to Cammy Brenner. Cammy tried to take a shot. Oh, and that's been spilled. Can Ryan get on? Ryan Murray trying on there, but was beat to it by the Boness defender. So we're moving into 75th, 76th minute now. 2-1 to the Braves. That early second half drive from Boness is not quite as adamant. Maybe the pendulum swinging a little bit back towards the Braves again. As Ryan Murray gets that ball in the box. Reg with a flick on it. Dan Martin. Oh, and Jack McDowell. Came off at Jack's left foot there, and it was very high, wide, and not so handsome. Playing out from the back. Lucas Stenhouse. And Robbie Stewart just standing his ground, keeping his eye on the ball. Certainly looks like he's got quite quick feet. Lucas Stenhouse, number 7. A battle between Dan Martins and Ryan Chavon still going on. And the striker, maybe a wee bit of frustration there, just pushing Greg Stewart over. And picked up there in midfield. Back with Boness. Yeah, Kieran Mitchell now down this right hand side. Tries to cut that back at the edge of the box. Oh, and John Guthrie gets in there. Now that is a bit of a 50-50. Hopefully John will come out of that okay. But Kieran Mitchell down that right hand side. Lovely ball across the box. Bonus substitute, receiving a yellow card there. So, I'm sure John will be fine. He'll get himself up and run it off.
Oh. I thought he had the red one on. Totally could not see him.
So just as I was saying that, maybe the pendulum swinging a little bit towards the Braves there. We got good chance for Bonus. Christian, wait, can we still get promotion? No, not this season. Promotion is not an opportunity. I'm afraid East Kilbride have wrapped that up. They will represent the Lowland League in a playoff against the Highland League winners for the chance to then go on to try and seek promotion into League 2. Oh, Siobhan there getting up ahead above Big Jeremy Dell. That's back out with the number 9 for Boness. I think that ball's crossed the line though.
Come on! Come on!
Apologies if you can pick up any of the language that's coming from below us. There's a sense of frustration from the Bonus bench, some of the players. The referee just asking Burnett to get on with it. Again, you see Ross there just trying to get his body in between the defender and the ball. The ball out now for Boness for throw in. John Guthrie tussling for the ball, manages to get on it, but breaks Boness's way. The Braves will maybe just drop back, maybe 5 yards or so. And Kieran Foster now. Still got the ball, and that's ran loose, but Jack McDowell gets that clearance. Just sends that. Ryan Murray giving chase. Good pressure from Ryan. Reg taking up the mantle as well, trying to put them under pressure. Oh, Jack McDowell with a great header. Greg Stewart, Ryan Murray, and then Reg McLaren. Oh, good. That's unlucky from Reg. Certainly the idea was right. Just trying to get that ball across. Oh, McTell picks up the ball. Ryan Chavon there brings that ball under control for Boness. It's out here to Lucas Stenhouse. Kieran Mitchell. Back with Stenhouse. Macaulay. No, Hutchinson, sorry. Stenhouse. Again, back to Stenhouse. He's looking to put that in early with his right foot. Yes. Again, Boness looking to Stenhouse. Quick feet. Ryan Murray solid in the challenge, though. And Reg is going to get onto that. Can he get a touch on it? Oh, as he felt he had been just nudged off the ball there, but yeah, apologies for any of the language that's getting picked up. It's an unfortunate, an unfortunate byproduct.
Am I swearing?
Game now just moving into the 83rd minute. Teams are still a bit, see, just maybe 50-50 on in terms of how the second half is going. There has been opportunities at both ends, but nobody's momentum has been swinging. Not really get a chance to stamp authority on it as much as certainly would have made more comfortable from a Braves point of view. Slip from Robbie Stewart, man. The ball through at Ryan Siobhan. He has been brought down by Jack McDowell there. I think Jack's going to see a yellow card. Yes, indeed. That's a good bit of work by the bonus number 9 there. Seeing a substitution here again from Bonus. Coming on is Lewis Duffy. And going off is Ryan Siobhan. So maybe a different option up front for Bonus now. Yeah. Ryan Stevenson floating this ball in. Over the back. Off a Braves player last for a corner kick to Bonus. Should be. It's flighted in there. It's flicked up in the air at the front post, and Bernie reaching over. Oh, come on, Bernie. There's no need. Just keep. A Bonus player not feeling too happy for himself. Bernie just reaching over him, taking the ball off of him. It's Kieran Mitchell, Bonus player. We're going to see another substitution for the Braves. One that I didn't think we would see again this season, but it's coming up. Like Zach Butterworth is coming back on. Remember a few games back, I think it was at Albion Rovers, I think. Zach going off injured with what looked like a groin injury. Wasn't sure if we'd see him again this season. We're going to see him coming on for Cammy Redknapp. So Zach just getting a few minutes in his legs. Oh, that wind has changed direction and it's coming in even more. So you see Zach going out to that right hand side for Birdie almost having his goal kick charged down. Ross McNeil trying to get that out to Zach Butterworth nice and early. Try and get Zach in on the plate. Different challenge now for Dan Martins with Lewis Duffy on. Fed long by Birdie looking for Reg. He's managed to get the first header on it, but ball's dropped into midfield. And again, ooh. Guthrie now, lovely little flick of the heel, get that ball into the box. Butterworth out there. So we're final 3 minutes of this game. Dan Martin's getting into a tussle now with Lewis Duffy. Referees penalised him this time. Let's see how Bowness are going to set up for this. And Braves try to hold quite a relatively high line. This will come in right-footed. It's floated in. That could be one for Bernie to chase. Where is that ball? Oh, and it's gone out for a corner. Corner to Bowness. Was floated in, but the wind may be playing a bit of a problem. Kieran Mitchell straight in at Bernie's chest there from the trying to unsettle the Braves number one. The referee can keep a close eye on that. Tempers could start to flare. This corner's going to come in towards the near post. Oh, and it's off the post. The ball is kicking around. And that was off the post from the head. Bowness player. Just about 2 minutes left. We're going to see a long throw in here, I think, from Adam Mason. That last corner posing all sorts of problems in the Braves box. Again, the ball's bouncing through. Dan Martin's trying to get his head on it. John Guthrie trying to clear it. High feet there by the Bowness number 12 now. Temper starting to flare. Everybody needs to just calm down. Both players go full, and Kieran Mitchell try to get involved again with Bernie White. Referees just trying to separate everyone out. Lewis Haskins getting yellow card, and Bernie White picking up a yellow card from the Braves' point of view as well. Those corners are causing all sorts of problems. There's 2-3 Bowness players trying to stand right on top of Bernie every time they're going for the corner. Tempers are starting to get a little bit stretched. But yeah, the one off the post was certainly a heart in the mouth moment. A wee bit of luck shining on the Braves just now. If we can see this through for 3 points, very much needed. If we're going to continue that challenge for second place. Ryan Murray back to Robbie Stewart. Play that back down to Ryan. He's got 2 men on him. Jack. Zach Butterworth trying to get himself into the game here. He's came out with the ball. Reg McLaren trying to play it to Ross McNeil down that right hand side. Can Ross make it? It's just a little bit too heavy. We'll be moving in towards extra time now. Not been too many stoppages in the second half. And Braves looking to see this game out. Come away with 3 points. There's that push in the back. John Guthrie chasing back though. Go on, John. He's picked up that ball, take it into the corner flag. Or he's backheeled it through to Zach. And then Butterworth now trying to get to the byline. He's played that across. Ryan Murray trying to keep it in. He has to. Braves just need to take their time. No need to rush that ball into the box. Oh, nice. Came off the outside of Robbie Stewart's left foot. Just about game management at this point in time. Try to see out this game. comes you. Adam Mason looking to launch a long throw. You go too far back. And temper's now starting to flare a little bit between the two benches as Ross tries to chase this down. Well, and it's stoppage time now, and for everybody's well-being, I think it might be better if the referee draws this game to a close sooner rather than later. There's a yellow card coming out here for... a yellow card coming out from the referee down here. It's a role I would never personally want the referees getting it in the ear from everybody. Bonus manager picking up a yellow card now. Well into added on time now. The referee might be adding on a few more minutes for a bit of carry on below us. Alright, Murray just looking to play this long. That's it, over the top, and Ross will chase that. Try and put a wee bit of pressure on. It's out for a goal kick. Not too sure where the referee is getting all the stoppage time from. But straight out of play from the goalkeeper. Braves will take that. Adam's constantly having to move from side to side because I keep walking around behind him. Another Ryan Murray throw, just put it down there where the... Again, try to manage the game, keep the ball in the bonus half. Good tussle with Greg Stewart there. Well up Ryan Murray. Now ball's out with Zach Barworth. Mar McCarver out there in the overlap. Keep it out. Just Braves just looking to manage this game. Keep the ball out of bonus possession. And there we go, full time. Braves coming away with the 3 points. Temper's getting a wee bit flared there at the end, but the important thing is we maintain that challenge for second place. Well, I'll say a big thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend. I am especially cheerful because I have a week off work. I'm a very happy lad. Hopefully the sunshine will keep up. So hope you all have a great weekend.